Guys, it's Tim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited. As well, we have more news and a confirmation from Vince McMahon himself regarding the latest report from the Wall Street Journal that Vince is planning his, I guess you could say, master plan to get back in WWE. McMahon confirmed the earlier reports from the Wall Street Journal that he is taking action to return to the company and participate in media rights negotiations, as he put out the following press release stating, Vince McMahon, the founder and controlling shareholder of World Wrestling Entertainment, Inc., announced today that he has taken the necessary actions to position the company to capitalize on a unique opportunity to maximize long-term value for all WWE shareholders. The actions, communicated to WWE's board of directors today via written consent, include the election to the board of Mr. McMahon, as well as Michelle Wilson and George Barrios, former WWE presidents and board members, and currently the co-founders and co-CEOs of Isos Capital Management, and the requisite removal from the board of 3 directors. Mr. McMahon expects to assume the role of executive chairman of the board. Mr. McMahon's new role will enable unified decision-making through the company's upcoming media rights negotiations and a parallel full review of the company's strategic alternatives, which Mr. McMahon believes is the right course of action and in the best interest of WWE and WWE shareholders amidst the current dynamic in the media and entertainment industry. As Mr. McMahon has communicated to the board, he believes there is a narrow window of opportunity to create significant value for all shareholders, and that to do so, the strategic alternatives review must occur in tandem with the media rights negotiations. He also expressed to the board that he believes these 2 initiatives require Mr. McMahon's direct participation, leadership, and support as controlling shareholder. Quote, WWE is entering a crucial juncture in its history with the upcoming media rights negotiations coinciding with increased industry-wide demand for quality content and live events, and with more companies seeking to own the intellectual property of their platform, said Mr. McMahon. Quote, the only way for WWE to fully capitalize on this opportunity is for me to return as executive chairman and support the management team in the negotiations for our media rights, and to combine that with a review of strategic alternatives. My return will allow WWE, as well as any transaction counterparties, to engage in these processes knowing they will have the support of the controlling shareholder. End quote. Prior to delivering written consent, Mr. McMahon sent 2 separate letters to the board of directors in late December in which he expressed the urgency of his return to the company as executive chairman and his desire to work collaboratively with the board and management team. Following conversations with representatives of the company both before and after Mr. McMahon's most recent letter on December 31st, Mr. McMahon determined, consistent with his rights as controlling shareholder, that the steps announced today are necessary to maximize value for all WWE shareholders. Mr. McMahon said, quote, Ms. Wilson and Mr. Barrios are highly qualified directors whose professional experience positions them well to help the company achieve the best possible outcomes in both initiatives. As former WWE co-presidents and board members, they are immediately familiar with the industry dynamics and the organization's operations and have helped guide the company through past successful media rights negotiations. I look forward to working closely again with Michelle and George, as well as the company's remaining directors and management team, who have my full support and confidence. WWE has an exponential management team in place, and I do not intend for my return to have any impact on their roles, duties, or responsibilities. In conjunction with the changes to the WWE's board, Mr. McMahon's written consent also includes certain amendments to the company's bylaws to ensure that WWE's corporate governance continues to properly enable and support shareholder rights. These changes will be detailed in a Schedule 13D amendment to be filed by Mr. McMahon and a Form 8-K to be filed by the company in the coming days. No assurance can be given regarding the outcome or timing of the review process. Mr. McMahon does not intend to comment further until the process has concluded or Mr. McMahon has otherwise determined that future disclosure is appropriate or required. So with that, the word going around is that Vince is trying to get back into power on the business side of things to potentially help sell WWE. If I read this, I guess you could say, press release correctly, and everybody that's commenting on the press release is saying the same thing, then maybe Vince is not trying to get back into power on the creative side of things, only on the business side of things to, again, help aid in the process of selling the company. With people thinking that Vince might be coming in to help sell the company, it has slightly risen the stock price of WWE since the end of business today. The stock itself closed at $72.04. After the end of business, at one point rose all the way up to $81 and has leveled up around $79. But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe right here on YouTube.